Sorry about that one, guys, but it turns out as soon as I clicked the stop live streaming button, my game decided to crash. So, yeah, kudos to my game. So we're going to have a new top 10 here. So that's going to put Tim Richmond again on the pole, Terry Labonte in second, Dale Earnhardt in third, Bobby Allison fourth, Ricky Rudd fifth, Jeff Bodine sixth, Davey Allison seventh, Darrell Waltrip 8th, Richard Petty 9th, and Harry Gant 10th. And, well, Bill Elliott's way back here, so you can pretty much forget about the championship at this point. Elliott, look at where Elliott's starting back in the, what is that, the 40th position. How did that happen? Did qualifying not register right? Just not registered right. I don't know. Well, again, Richmond would technically only have to finish third to clinch, but if Elliott's going to be all the way back in 40th, Richmond just has to finish the race to clinch. Yeah, actually. He only needs to make sure that Elliott doesn't gain 19 points on him, and he's clinched. The green flag is out, and again, pretty much, Tim Richmond today, all he needs to do is finish. And Richmond kicked to the outside. Labonte is gone. Allison will move into second. It looks like Richmond will take third, and Earnhardt's trying to get into fourth. It looks like he'll get there. Maybe. Ooh, Bodine. Oh, Earnhardt in the wall. So Bodine and Waltrip looking to get by, and it looks like they will. Hendrick dominance this time around. Look at Harry Gant trying to be aggressive. That's going to kill his momentum. Here comes Kowicki on the inside. He'll get around Harry Gant, and a caution is out already. Richmond's going to hold no prisoners today, folks. Can he pass Bobby Allison? No. Caution's already out. Don't ask what for, but yeah, the caution is already out here at Riverside. Let's figure out what the caution's for. Schrader. Figure this stuff out here. There's another view of Ken Schrader here. Let's see what happens. Oh, wow. Sterling Marlin just clipped him coming off the corner. Oh, Sterling Marlin turned Derek Cope into the wall there. Elliott able to get by. And Schrader trying to back his car onto the track and off the embankment. Looks like he's done a good job doing that. And there he goes. So the caution is out here. And boy, it's Hendrick Motorsports 3, 4, and 5. And you gotta wonder, where have these guys been? Bodine has literally been nowhere all year long. And now all of a sudden that's the end of the year. He's like, oh, guess it's my time to shine again. Yeah, Bodine has had what can only be called as yet another abysmal year DNFs wise. I mean, I think he's in the top 10 in points, but I don't even think abysmal is the word that you can use to describe this season. Yet another high DNF year for Bodine. I think he has somewhere in the neighborhood of 6 or 7 DNFs this year. And boy, Darrell Waltrip really took a step back, and Earnhardt's going down pit road. Well, Earnhardt going to try to play a little bit of strategy here, I guess. But he's like, well, I can't win the championship. I'm going to try to pit. Marlin also going to go down pit road, though I guess this is less of a surprise. He pancaked the wall pretty good there, so he probably has to come in to take a look at some damage. See the 44 pulling into his pit box there again. Pretty much no surprise here. And looks like Bobby Hillen also came into pit road. And AJ Foyt. So, there's some people that kind of bang the pit road. Well, one more. And that's Derek Cope. Pretty much just waiting for the pace car to circulate around now. Lights are off on the pace car, so we are going to go green this time around. Lap number 4 here at the Winston Western 500. Here at Riverside. Terry Labonte is going to lead them down to the green flag here, trying to pick up win number 3 on the year. Bobby Allison in second, trying to pick up win number 3 on the year. Win number 2, 3. Yeah, win number 3 on the year. And we have Tim Richmond in the back there, trying to pick up win number 6 and clinch a championship. Here we come, down to the line. Green flag is out, and look at all the positions Bill Elliott's made up already. He is not going to be phased today. That wreck really benefited Elliott. And boy, it looks like Richmond's getting shuffled back here. And Richmond slowly but surely is getting shuffled back a little bit, as Alan Kowicki just passed him for the 4th position. So Kowicki now up into 4th. Terry Labonte still in the lead. Allison 2nd. Bodine 3rd. Kowicki 4th. Richmond 5th. And Richard Petty in 6th. And here comes Ricky Rudd trying to pass Darrell Waltrip for the 7th position. I don't think that's going to happen. In fact, I think he's probably going to get passed by Gant here for 8th. Let's see what happens. Gant didn't get as good of a run as he would have liked down that straightaway, I imagine. Yep, there goes Rudd. No, Gant trying to fight back on the outside. Not gonna get there. Allison gonna try to fight to the inside of Gant. Not gonna happen. Meanwhile, we look back a little bit. Elliott looking to improve position very quickly. He knows he had a really bad qualifying run. He has to get towards the front, and he needs to do it as quickly as possible. He's getting big time pressure from rookie Dale Jarrett. He's trying to get around probably Wallach and DK Ulrich right now. Meanwhile, back towards the front, looks like Richmond's going to try to pass Kowicki yet again. Boy, that hasn't worked out for Richmond. Oh, Kowicki moves up the track. Richmond trying to slip in underneath. Here we go. Battle for fourth. Richmond should have it coming into this corner. He does, easily. So Richmond now up into fourth. Richmond has not led a lap yet today, but he is very comfortably clinching the championship. Remember, all that he needs to do is prevent this guy right here, Bill Elliott, from gaining more than 20 points on him. So pretty much as it stands right now, we have a 1987 points champion in the form of Tim Richmond. Boy, after he had a couple of years in that 27 car, he looked good. Not great, but he looked good. And boy, when he came to Hendrick Motorsports last year, 1986, he raised a ton of eyebrows. Everyone figured he would be a future champion. And here we are, 1987, 1 year later, and boy, it is looking very good right now for Tim Richmond. This is a little reminder, but this is not the last race of the year. The last race of the year will be held at Atlanta. So just a little reminder there that this is not the last race of the year. So Richmond trying to become the first Throwbacks driver ever. Trying to become the first Throwbacks driver ever to clinch a race early. Earnhardt couldn't do it. Waltrip couldn't do it. Elliott couldn't do it. And Elliott's late season choking yet again. Elliott had the points lead not but 3 races ago. And Elliott once again choked it away. Elliott even choked it away in 1984, but he also had a 600-point lead at one point, I believe. And it really fell apart for Elliott towards the end. I mean, really fell apart. But right now... Ooh! Richmond off the wall a little bit there. Now Richmond might want to be careful on how close he gets to the wall. He did get a good piece of it too. Elliott really hasn't been able to advance his position. So I imagine it's really been a struggle for that 9 team thus far. Oh, he's going to get underneath Wallach here, so he's at least going to get that position. Yes, he's gonna pass Bobby Wallach. So that's gonna put Elliott up to 20th. Ooh. So Elliott up to 20th now. And here, whoa! Look out. Bodine and, wow, look at this. Bodine trying to work his way around Allison. He's going to get there. That was a cluster. So Bodine's moved into second. He's looking to get his first win since around, what, 1985? I don't think he got a win in 1986. And he had an abysmal year in 1986. He's had quite the bad year in 1987 as well. I think probably the unsung hero of this year has been this guy right here, Terry Labonte. Coming to Junior Johnson, probably the most successful team thus far in the 1980s. A 3-time championship winning team with Darrell Waltrip. And boy, Labonte putting together yet another stellar year. And looks like he's going to sweep the... I don't want to jinx anything. I mean, it's very early on in this race. We're just coming on to lap 10 now. But it looks like that... Well, Terry Labonte's not the fastest car on the track. That obviously goes to Richmond and Bodine. But Richmond right now is having a very hard time. He's having fits with Allison. And Kowicki's going to move into fourth. So Allison falls all the way back to 5th now. But Terry Labonte has been really an unsung hero ever since the Throwbacks began. 1984 he finished 3rd in points. 1985 he finished... No, 1984 he finished 4th in points. 1985 he finished 3rd in points. Last year he got up to 2nd in points. And now this year, he's going to get yet another 3rd place points finish. Now last year he was 3rd in points, I think. 3rd or 4th in points. He wasn't 2nd. Richmond was 2nd. But yeah, Terry Labonte. You want to talk about somebody that has really put the pieces together here in the 2nd third of the season. Boy, he has been excellent. I would look for Terry Labonte to be a championship threat going into 1987, no doubt. You have to figure a huge learning curve for the team, and it looks like there is a caution out. You have to figure that there is a huge learning curve coming to a new team. And boy, Terry Labonte has really gotten that learning curve quite well. So let's see here. Oh, Buddy Baker this time. See what happened. Well, we'll see Buddy Baker. He'll get into this corner. 3 wide. Chet Phillips slow. They get into each other. Oh, Dale Earnhardt just missed. Baker slides off the track. Oh, but Greg Sachs pummels him. Same thing with Trevor Boyes. Debris all over the racetrack. Buddy Baker nearly off an embankment. Caution is out. Elliott has gotten up to 19th now. Remember, the only real way that Elliott's going to get a chance to win the championship at Atlanta is if he wins this race or Tim Richmond DNFs. If Richmond DNFs, then we're talking some serious stuff here. Then Elliott could go on to potentially win the race. And if he does, well, we would have a very interesting race going into Atlanta, but Yeah, that 25 car has been as solid as they've come. I think they only have one, maybe two DNFs on the season. I think they have two DNFs. Two DNFs? Two DNFs on the season. So yeah, this 25 car is as solid as you can possibly make it. And boy, it's looking like an excellent day for Hendrick. We have Jeffrey Bodine in second, Tim Richmond in third. Alan Kowicki so far with a good showing, and looks like, yeah, everyone's coming down pit road. So it is pitting time for most, if not all, the leaders. Should be the only pit stop of the day. See how it pans out. Oh, Bodine. Bodine's going to get out first. And it looked like Kowicki got out second there. Terry Labonte third, and then Richmond fourth, Petty fifth. Bodine's going to be your race leader. We'll have to review that. I am in agreement. Oh boy, we really don't have a good pit road camera here. So we're going to have to resort to the helicopter view. See exactly what's going on. You can see Bodine very clearly. The first car out. Ooh, it was very close, but it looks like Terry Labonte will be second, Alan Kowicki third, Allison fourth, Richmond fifth, Petty sixth, Gant seventh, Phil Parsons eighth, Ricky Rudd ninth, and Larry Pearson 10th. But undoubtedly, your leader is Jeffrey Bodine. No, it looks like that they're putting Kowicki out in front of Terry Labonte. Oh. Perhaps the scoring people thought the same thing we did. Perhaps. Yeah, it looked pretty obvious to me that, at least taking a look at the helicopter cam, it looked pretty obvious to me that the 11 beat the 7 off of pit road, but no, NASCAR disagrees with me. So be it. Larry Pearson is down on the inside and slow. Of course, he's subbing in for the partially paralyzed now Rick Wilson. He is on the recovery. Yeah, Harry Gant coming down pit road too, but the pace car is in, lights are off, the green flag is out. And Labonte making a potentially fatal mistake here. Oh, he's going to get shoved way out. Richmond also going to get shoved out. He's in the unlucky lane himself. Oh boy. Richmond was in an undesirable lane. It looks like he was able to shift back. Oh, Richard Petty nearly making contact with him. Richmond up into the wall there. So Richard Petty's going to get around him likely. Oof. Maybe not. Nope, he will maintain it. And boy, Alan Kowicki, I mean, he won. He got his first career win at Martinsville after the engine after Tim Richmond had some kind of power failure at Martinsville. That's yet to be diagnosed what happened, or at least it hasn't been released. And Kawicki just happened to be in second. He picked him off for the win. And then at Charlotte, excellent pitch strategy, put him in the lead again. Kawicki won the Coca-Cola 600. So Kawicki's already got 2 wins on the year. He would love to put a third in that, a 3 in that win category. Undoubtedly, man. But there's no question that the faster car here is the number 5. It's definitely Jeffrey Bodine. And yeah, we're just going to see how these two battle it out. But you can definitely see Bodine starting to pull away here on Allen. The battle for third seemed to be heating up there, but Terry Labonte didn't get a good off-the-corner run. So that might hurt him going down this straightaway. Richmond is coming. And Richmond's about a car length or 2 away. Kawicki trying to move to the inside on this corner. Can he get there? Oh, he might. Yeah, he's got there. Wow, Kawicki with an amazing run off the corner. Coming to the line. 7 is your new leader. Wow. Ooh, Allison nearly shoved off the track. Kawicki looking for daylight. He's trying to take off. Go, kid. This is his 3rd full season in the series. And boy, this has been Kawicki's breakout season, undoubtedly. He had a rough middle of the year, but during these short tracks and road courses, he's been as good as anyone else. And good lord, Kawicki might end up with a top 6 points finish. And that's saying something. Labonte looking for 2nd place here. I think he's looking in the wrong place. Oh, he's going to get it too. Right around the outside of Bodine. Oh, Labonte slipping up the track. Richmond's going to get around Bodine here, coming off the corner. Yes, Richmond is there. Speaking of people that are there, look who's in 8th. Look who's, well, 9th now. But look who's coming up. Somebody that some would argue has no business being up near the front, but yet here he is regardless. Elliott moving up into the top few positions, and Bodine just got swiftly passed by both Labonte and Richmond, and you've got to assume that Kawicki's the next target. Richmond's also gotten around Labonte too. Like I said, Kawicki tried to take off, and I'm telling you, he's not going to give up that position very easily. We'll see just how quickly Richmond can reel in that 7 car. That battle no doubt set those guys back a little bit. But Allen thus far looking strong. Very, very strong. Yeah, these are the kind of performances that Kawicki needs to be if he's going to be a future contender in this series. And he's a very serious contender. The caution came out there. Yeah, caution's out. Yeah. Oh, crap. And Kawicki, all that he needs to do is hold off that 25 car to the line, and he's going to get some cheap laps led here. And it looks like he's going to be able to do it. I'm not seeing Elliott anywhere on this list. In fact, I'm seeing Elliott way back. Elliott's on pit road. Oh no, more choking? Or maybe the Elliott is the caution. Here we come to the line. Richmond trying to get there. He's not going to get there. Kowicki's going to at least be the leader for now. Want to know what the caution's for? Ladies and gentlemen, everyone on the Tim Richmond pit box, they are going completely ballistic. Take a look at this, folks. Popped a motor. Something amiss with the 9 car. He rolls to a complete stop. Caution comes out. And ladies and gentlemen, unless... No, it's actually impossible. It is now absolutely impossible. Something happened on the 9 car. Well, whatever was happening, they got it fixed. Here's something I will tell you, though. Barring significant circumstances, even if Tim Richmond goes ahead and DNFs in this race, I think we can pretty much well say that Richmond has just clinched the championship with that, with whatever just went wrong with Elliott. Absolutely. Your leader is Alan Kowicki. The question is, how long is that going to last? And that is an excellent question, actually. Oh, we got a few takers to pit road. It looks like Ricky Rudd, Dale Earnhardt. I see Darrell Waltrip, Lake Speed, Phil Parsons. All those alikes coming to pit road. Most of the leaders are not coming to pit road, though. It's like some of the leaders are just trying to get a fuel and tires advantage here. Oh, it looks like pretty much everyone in the back of the pack pit, everyone towards the front didn't. An interesting dynamic definitely being set up there. Your leader continues to be Alan Kowicki underneath this yellow flag. Tim Richmond is in second, and as long as he stays right there, he's going to clinch the championship. In fact, he can probably follow all the way back as far as 35th at this point and still clinch the championship. Kawicki looking for his third win on the year. Pace car is going to dive in here. Here we go. Pace car pulling in. 11 laps to go when we get to the line. Green flag's out. And Richmond might be making a supreme error here, going to the outside of Kawicki. He's going to get shoved back. Richmond's going to get shoved back to 4th, it looks like. Kawicki trying to muscle the 22 out of the way. Caution's already out. Wow. This has been a caution-riddled race, no doubt about it, and as long as those cautions keep coming out, hey, it's really going to benefit that 7 car. The more cautions that come out, the more time he's going to spend in the lead, and boy, the more likely it looks like that Kawicki might actually get the most laps led in this race. Now that would be something. Boy, Kawicki's been playing good defense. He knows he doesn't have the fastest car on the day. Oh, there goes Terry Labonte underneath him. Labonte trying to get around him. Coming off the corner. Labonte got him. What a move by Terry Labonte to take the lead. That was a heads-up move by Terry Labonte. Let's see here. Darrell Waltrip wrecking Ricky Rudd. That's about it. Waltrip wrecked himself in the process. Try to get a different vantage point on it. See how Waltrip ended up that embankment. He got some help maybe from Phil Parsons. Oh, just missed the Armco barrier there. Boy, what a heads-up move by Terry Labonte to make the pass on Alan Kawicki there on the straight on the final turn. That was a great move. A veteran move. Certainly was, and Terry Labonte, he wants to end this season on a high note, and what a high note he can end it on here. Elliott's stuck all the way back in 35th, and yeah, it's pretty much certain at this point that the 25 is the champion. Yep. Elliott's stuck a lap down. He's not going to get the lap back. Now that it's inside 10 laps to go, Elliott's not going to get his lap back. And now we get some strategy. Who comes to pit road? Who doesn't come to pit road? Alan Kulwicki coming to pit road. Rather Slow coming to pit road as well. The 11 coming to pit road. Everybody coming to pit road. Oh my. Everybody that didn't pit last time is coming to pit road. So here we go. Here comes Richmond in. So it's going to go Labonte, Bodine. Third is going to be Neil Bonnet. Fourth is going to be Wawak. Oh! Alan Kulwicki makes contact with the 25 on pit exit and they crash. They are crashing on pit exit. Good lord. Kulwicki and company crashing on pit exit, and you were saying something about Bill Elliott unable to get his lap back? Well, I'll tell you what. Richmond just got T-boned. Elliott has his lap back. He is on the lead lap right now. Bill Elliott is on the lead lap. And Tim Richmond got T-boned. He's back into 21st. If another quick caution were to come out, well, Elliott, luck played in his favor all the way until he ran out of gas at Rockingham. Everyone thought that Elliott was going to win that race, go on to Riverside, have an excellent race, and then go on to Atlanta with a chance to win the championship. Oh my, has that not happened? It just hasn't happened. Pace car in. And Elliott, you saw there for a lap, it looked like he was just coming back, trying to desperately hold off Earnhardt trying to desperately keep on the lead lap. Richmond, does he have pace despite wrecking? The damage on his car doesn't look too significant, to be quite honest. He seems to have pace. The one thing that Elliott needs that hasn't happened yet is a caution. Meanwhile, Dale Earnhardt is trying to wrap up what has been an up and down season. On the ups, he has 8 wins. On the downs, I think he's got 4 or 5 DNFs. Yup. And in the end, that's what matters. You can win 4 or 5 times, but those DNFs do not help you in the points. Not in the slightest. The DNFs do not help in the points at all, and it looks like pretty much Elliott and Earnhardt are about as evenly matched as you're going to be able to get. Both of them turning their fastest lap of the race that last time. Wow. So Elliott and Earnhardt turning nearly identical laps right now. I don't know if it's because Earnhardt is stuck behind the 9. But yeah, the two are pretty much running neck to neck. And there's going to be no challenge for Dale Earnhardt. Like I said, unless a caution comes out. Elliott would get that chance to start making through positions. But it does not look like that caution's going to come out. And Earnhardt is right there, coming off the corner, side by side. Elliott's still on the lead lap. Oh, it's not going to hold. Oh, it's not going to hold. Oh, Earnhardt swings a little wide. Now we'll see if Earnhardt takes off here or not. Elliott being a lap down, that's a little significant. And again, Earnhardt going for win number 9 on the year, which maybe his pitch strategy worked out. Like I said, for Earnhardt, it has been a very up and down year. He can't win the championship. The only person that can win the championship is Elliott. But with coming to 4 laps to go, he needs to hope for a mechanical failure on that 25 car now. Yep. And a few other cars. He needs the 25 to 25 and about 3 or 4 other cars to exit out of the race now. Otherwise, he would need like 5 or 6 cars to exit out after Richmond if he wants any hope of winning, being able to go to Atlanta with the chance to win the championship. So right now, it's all Richmond. Yep. Meanwhile, in a year that seemed like, yep, Earnhardt's going to win the championship, it just never happened. This year has, when Earnhardt's gotten out in front this year, it's been dominating. Like, Earnhardt has left the field. But then there's races like Rockingham where, yeah, he would dominate and then get involved in some kind of accident. So it's been really tough luck for that 3 car. How about Lake Speed coming in second? Oh, Earnhardt turning off to pit road. Oh, Nelly. Here comes Phil Parsons. No. 3 to go. Phil Parsons, your leader. Brett Bodine is in second. Rusty Wallace in third. Buddy Arrington in fourth. DK Ulrich in fifth. And Terry Labonte trying to rush through the field. Well then, you may be looking at the... So now, Elliott is on the lead lap, but can he gain any positions? And will Elliott need a pit? Remember, he needs to gain positions that Richmond doesn't. So keep that in the back of your mind. Looks like Elliott is coming in. Is Phil Parsons diving off? No, Phil Parsons is staying out. 2 laps to go. Oh, Brett Bodine hard off the wall. Wallace moves into second. A very, very familiar spot for him. Oh, come on. This is starting to just be a tease. How about back-to-back second-place finishes for Wallace now? Come on. That can't happen. It's all fuel strategy. Let's see here. Is anybody going to run out of fuel in these final lap and a half? Who needs to go to pit road? Who doesn't? Richmond's currently being recorded in 28th. This has been a terrible day for Richmond. Ouch. Phil Parsons, here we go. Does he need to come in? He's sticking out. White flag. 1 lap to go. Can Parsons pull it off? Oh, man. Phil Parsons is about to win for the first time in his career. All that he needs to do is baby this car around the track. That's all he needs to do here. He's got a very comfortable lead on Wallace. He doesn't need to worry about Wallace behind him. All he needs to do is make sure he gets to the finish line with fuel. Rusty Wallace is driving the absolute wheels off of his Kodiak Pontiac right now. And here we go. Phil Parsons dives down to the inside one last time. He needs 1 clean corner. That's all that he needs. Checkered flag in the air for the first time in his career. Phil Parsons has just won. Wow. Rusty Wallace with career second place finish number 7. Meanwhile, Tim Richmond in the race today, he finishes 27th, but he is your 1987 Throwbacks Winston Cup Series champion. Good Lord, what a huge day for 2 kids this sport. Phil Parsons has just picked up what has to be an emotional win. His father being involved in a career-ending accident at Talladega. He comes back and he wins one in the same car in which his father nearly got killed. That is definitely, yep. Rusty Wallace pulling alongside, congratulating the kid. Very class act right there. And boy, is it time to party in the Hendrick Motorsports camp tonight. Richmond has won the championship. So Phil Parsons capping off what has been a definite great year for him. Caps off what has been a stellar performance with a win at Riverside. Your champion is Tim Richmond, and now Phil Elliott needs to make sure he doesn't lose second place in points to Terry Labonte. Boy, would that be embarrassing. Rusty Wallace, oh my god. No career wins, 7 career second place finishes, including back-to-back runner-ups now. Boy, Wallace needs to get a win soon. How long is it going to be until Wallace picks up a victory? I guess we're going to be hanging on the edge of our seats. I think that's his third second place finish this year as well. So you got to expect that Rusty Wallace is eventually going to win at least one race. Come on now. Anyways, well, we'll see you probably tomorrow for the Atlanta race, the Atlanta Journal 500, and then probably the same day we're going to do the Prelude. So stay tuned.